Isabelle, you are from Paris. What did you do in Paris? You have a work, but I know that you would like to write too. Tell me a little about that.
Well, I mean, I guess writing has always been my life,
Yes.
and so that just I'm writing.
What
And,
time did it start? What time in your life have you write from you were
Well, I
7?
mean, writings began with reading, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to love to read. I mean, it was like, I mean, I used to be completely living in books when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was, I mean, for me it was like, I mean, books and the smell of grass. And yeah.
Do you come from the
it's-
country?
No, I do come from a city, but actually I do remember when I was a kid, I used to go at my grandmother's family house in Limousin, which is some
There were
kind
green
of-
grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very much, I mean, it's pretty much like here, you know. I mean, it's raining quite a great deal, and it's very green and very, I mean, very lush nature. And in summer, you've got this huge, how do you call them? That jumping around, you know, like crickets.
Yeah.
It's not crickets, it's you know, that jumping, like insects jumping, and that green. I mean, those are huge. I mean, really like this finger.
Mhm.
And I used to, and there are small, tiny frogs like this. And so I spent hours, I mean, looking at the frogs, and at the sauterelles, and reading.
Do you know the first text you write?
It
written?
was about a city, and I was 8 years, 8 years old. And for me, this is the first text. Actually, it was what we call in French rédaction. This was for school, you know, a writing exercise for school, and it was a story about supposedly a dream. But I do remember that from the dream,
You don't have it.
I made.
You don't still have it.
I think I might have it.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, because I mean, actually, when I read it a few years back, like 3 years back, when I was looking through my stuff, you know, and for me, this is the first story. I mean, the first text ever. I realized afterwards, you know, but it was like, I mean, the first text for me, which built my, which made me realize that writing was very. I mean, was something important for me.
You already found out at that time that it was something you
Yeah.
will go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I mean is, I mean, it was not this conscious. It was more like, I mean, I knew at that time that reading and books were, I mean, like the main things in my life, and that writing and reading, because for me, I mean, both are completely linked. Writing and reading was like something very important, never to be held out of view or held out of touch. This much I can say. I mean, I didn't realize it like, okay, I'm a writer. No, not at all. More like, I mean, okay, this is something which has got some meaning for me, some very essential meaning for me. And that's it. And I do remember, I mean, it was supposed to be a dream, and I said in this text, I mean, I wrote, I mean, this is a dream that I'm going to write down for you. And actually, I mean, it was part of a dream, but I mean, I made it into a text, and that was a great discovery. But I mean, I am able to talk about it now, you know, when I'm looking backwards, at the time I didn't think all of this. It was just like, for me, I mean, taking a pen was like just a pleasure and something very, very easy. Yes, very easy. I mean, for me, it was, I mean, might be, I mean, it was easier than living. Living was something, I mean, very complicated, and dealing with things and people, sometimes it was, I mean, but I mean, just holding a pen and writing things down, it would just came very easily. That's it.